My name is Anna. I was 20 years old when I met John. He was just a regular guy, kind and easy to get along with. We fell hard for each other. We spent every day together, talking about what we wanted to do with our lives. But one day, we had a fight. It was a big misunderstanding, and we stopped seeing each other. I kept hoping he'd come back, but he didn't. A few weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. I was scared and didn't know what to do. I wrote to John and told him, but he never answered. He just ignored me. Time went by, and I had a beautiful baby girl. I named her Emily. But she was born with a serious illness. The treatments were super expensive. I didn't have a job, and I was struggling to pay for her medicine. I cried myself to sleep every night. My parents helped as much as they could, but it wasn't enough. I reached out to John again and asked him to help. I wasn't mad at him anymore. I just needed him to help take care of his daughter. At first, he said no. But after a long time, he finally agreed to pay $100 a month in child support. That wasn't nearly enough to cover Emily's medical bills. Years passed. One day, I saw a picture of John online. He'd become a famous millionaire. People loved him and thought he was amazing. He was married and had a son and a daughter with his wife. They lived a life of luxury. He bought his wife a $350,000 car and a $750,000 house. He was always posting about his happy life, showing off how much money he had. I couldn't understand it. Why couldn't he help his sick daughter? Why was she suffering while he was living like a king? I decided to send him another message, but this time he blocked me. I felt totally hopeless. I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I shared my story online. I told everyone that John was Emily's father and that he only paid $100 a month in child support. I explained how sick Emily was and how much help she needed. The news spread like wildfire. People were shocked. They couldn't believe that the kind, generous John they admired could do something like that. John's reputation was ruined. People criticized him. How could a millionaire ignore his own daughter? Why buy expensive things but not help his child? But I got some hate too. Some people said, "Why are you talking now? Is it because John is rich? Are you trying to ruin his family?" That hurt me deeply. I cried a lot, feeling lost and broken. I didn't want to ruin anyone's life. I just wanted help for Emily. But in the end, nothing really changed. I stopped fighting and focused on my daughter. 2 years went by. And finally, Connecticut course and how world, said you and for. I decided to concentrate on my own life. I met a new guy named Mark who loved me and accepted Emily as his own. We got married and started a happy family. One day, something unexpected happened. John contacted me. He wanted to see Emily. I was surprised, but I agreed. Mark supported my decision. One. We met at a park. John was there waiting with toys and presents for Emily. He hugged her tight and cried. He looked at me and said, "I am so sorry. I was wrong. I want to make things right." He gave me a car and the keys to a house. He said, "This is for Emily. Please take it. I want to take care of her now." He gave me a large check and promised to pay for all her medical treatments. He also said, "I'm going to change her last name to mine. She's my daughter, and I'm going to be there for her forever." I couldn't believe it. John had really changed. Now, John visits Emily often. He keeps his promises and helps her in every way he can. Emily is happier, and her health is getting better. Life is finally starting to feel balanced. I thank God every day for giving us strength. People can change, time heals wounds, and love can grow again. Today, we are all happy. Emily smiles, and that's all that matters to me. Years passed, and Emily grew stronger and healthier. John changed a lot, too. He told me one day, "I missed so many years of her life. I regret it every day, but now I'm going to do everything to make it right." I could see he meant it. He worked hard to show his love, not just with money, but with time and attention. One day, John's wife came to visit. She told me, "Thank you for giving John another chance. He talks about Emily all the time. She's changed him for the better." I smiled and said, "We all make mistakes. What matters is that we try to fix them." We became friends. She treated Emily with love and kindness. Life wasn't perfect, but it was filled with love, forgiveness, and hope. Looking back, I realized that everything happens for a reason. Pain can turn into strength, and mistakes can lead to better choices. Key changes and considerations: simplified language, replaced more complex words and phrases with easier alternatives. Phrasing, used common American expressions. Emphasis on forgiveness and redemption, focused on the positive change in John and the healing that occurred. Character depth, added detail regarding John's remorse and effort to change American values. Emphasized the importance of family, responsibility, and second chances. Removed potentially controversial elements, avoiding anything that could be seen as politically charged or divisive. Positive tone, ensuring the story conveys a message of hope and healing. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions.